Good evening from Little Creek Bee Ranch. We've got some more tips to share, some lessons to teach. You're looking at a strange looking box. What the heck is this? Been wanting to film this for a while. Last year we made this box and didn't get to use it. This is used for filling queen cages. I can't remember where I got the plans for this. I modified it for my own purposes. But if you look, you'll see queen cages at the bottom. You'll have to take note that some of the cages are wider than others. That one fits nice and snug. This one's kind of sloppy. You'll see some slop in there. This one's a little loose. That one's kind of tight, looser. It's okay, it'll work. But what are we doing here? Well, we have a plunger. Plunger. It's kind of a tight fit. Little tight fit. Now, what's the idea behind this? Well, you know, we got workers that need to go in these cages. If you'll just excuse me. And they are going to come off of a frame. I grab a frame. They're going to come off of a frame. And if you look down inside of here, the walls are coated with foil. Foil tape. The bees don't like walking on the foil tape. So the idea here is we're going to take a frame of bees. It has no queen. Just frames. If drones are on there, they're not going to be used in any way, whatever. But we want to set that frame right down there. And now I'm not bouncing it hard, okay? You can get a little bit of a bounce. You're knocking off workers to the bottom, down below. You can even get you a feather. You can scoot the frame back, dust off some workers. You can move it forward, dust off some workers. The weird thing is the bees don't mind the feather. They hate the yellow brush, so don't even use it. Just the feather. I'd give it a little bounce. I don't want to destroy the frame. Dust off some workers, whatever. You can hold it up. They'll be on the end of the bottom bar. Just dust them off. Get them down in the bottom there. Now they can fly out. Yes, I know that. But they're going to try to crawl. They don't want to crawl up on that. If I put the plunger in quickly enough, we're not trying to hurt them or kill them or smash them or damage them in any way. All right? So if I set the plunger on there and I just work the plunger down, I'm going to have this end loaded up with queen cages. And of course the candy end will be out here. The open end is close in. If you look closely, there's holes right there. They need to be kind of sanded out actually a little bit. I'll just slide them up in there. Like that. And a little bit of wood burrs need to be taken out. Okay, get the idea? And as I push that down gently, it's kind of tight actually. It'll take two hands to just gently work it down. And you're going to push those bees towards the light. Now I can watch the bees. All I need is 3 or 4 in a cage. And when they are full the way I want them, I can just pull it out, put my finger over it, put another cage in, and put a marshmallow in the end. Temporary marshmallow, boom. And now I've got workers with a candy plug and a marshmallow end in here set on the side while they're filling up the other ones. Workers are curious, they'll go to light. That's the idea. The workers are curious, they're going to go to the light. Okay? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we can pretty quickly fill some cages with workers in attendance and redo it again. We just pull the plunger out, reload it with some workers, and off we go. Now I'm going to have to pull this out. And it takes 2 hands to pull it out because it's pretty firm and pretty tight. But now how to clear it. We want to clear it when we're done. We have some latches that we made. Just latches that we put down there. And a hinge in the back. Just got a hinge in the back. Nothing really, technical. So it's unhinged. So when we're done and we want to clear it, we can just roll it back and just clear out whatever's there. Bees, let them go on home. dust them out, whatever, clear it and be done. Yeah, so the rails here are so the plunger just won't go whoosh down there and smash them. And we kind of try to line up the, I guess, anti-plunging rails with the rails of the queen cages. So we channel, what we're doing is channeling bees into the cage. Does that make sense? Yeah. I wished I'd had something like this years ago. We made this late last summer and just didn't get a chance to really use it, but we're excited to use it this year. And that's I think it's a great handy tool. We can load queen cages really quick. You know, I know you could probably pinch the workers' wings and load them in one at a time, but you know, let's load up some cages and get done with it. Then the marshmallow is in, and I could pull that out. I could put a queen in and the marshmallow back in later, but we want to get the workers in there. So dimensions. Some of you are already thinking, okay, how to make this on my own. That's cool too, not a problem. I'll give you quick dimensions. We took pictures last summer and posted them on Facebook for dimensions. What is that? Two feet. What is that? 11.5. What is that? 19 3/4. That's all you need, the really basic square dimensions, and you can take it from there. What is that? 5.5. Okay, got the idea? This is just to hold the queen cages in place. The candy end's out here, the open end is here, and you can line them up. The cages, for some reason, these companies make these cages all different sizes, just a smidge, just to annoy us, just to bother. whatever. I like the wooden cages, and we want to slip them in there so that we can shake off some bees. We're going to shake them off in here, dust them off with a feather, and gently work the plunger down, and they'll feed them right into the cage. And when you'll see them, 3 or 4 or 5 load up, you can quickly pull the cage, put your finger over it, some get out, new cage in, marshmallow in there, and just put them out of the sun in a box with a towel over it out of the sun until you get cages loaded up. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I'm excited to use that. I can set a folding table out behind a hive that I'm working. Maybe we'll pull 2 or 3 frames and dust off some bees in here and plunge them down and load them up until we get cages loaded up that we can put queens in. The plunger, the inside part of this plunger, the square block, is the green foam that you use to shove artificial flowers in. I just put tape over it. However you want to make up a plunger with rods or wood or something soft, sponge on the end, that they can't come up and around. It was pretty tight that they can't come up and around. They have to go out. They have to go out the holes. So I want to show that to you. That's a way I think we're going to have some of the students learn how to load up some queen cages and then have them practice loading up some queens. But you got to get the workers in attendance in there first. Yeah, you can take it from there. That's a basic idea. That ought to get us down the road quick enough to load up 20 or 30 cages pretty quick. You get the idea. Hey, have an awesome spring, man. This is looking really good. As long as we just don't get tons and tons of water like last year. All right, make you a queen cage loader. There you go. Awesome. See ya.